Hi, it's Claire, your intuitive reader. Am I reading your story today? Let's find out. Thank you so much to everyone who's joined the Koala Collective and become a subscriber, who have left comments and words of encouragement and confirmation that this is resonating with you. I just love interacting with your energy, and I'm really looking forward to getting to know more of you. So please, like, subscribe, and comment so that I can read your story. So let's see what the energy says. Let's see. I've shuffled the deck very thoroughly and cleared the energy. So let's see what we get. Okay. Four of Swords. I'm seeing a lot of contemplation here, focused energy and ideas, thinking before you speak. It's always a good thing. Let's see. Judgment. Oh, okay, great. This is wonderful. So before making judgment or even telling people what your judgments are or how you're feeling, you are really carefully weighing your words and thoughts and even where you're coming from about the situation so that you can be as fair as possible. Let's clarify what this judgment is about. The Two of Swords. Okay, so you're making a decision. So in order to make this decision, you're really weighing all the choices, every direction. That's really great. That's really wonderful. I mean, this is really, really good energy. Oh, I misread this. Eight of Swords. Okay. So I still feel that you're making a decision because I initially saw this 2 and mistook it as a 2. But okay, so you have a lot of decisions to make. This decision can lead to what your future is. And in order to make that decision, you're kind of feeling like you don't know which way to go. So instead of looking outside of yourself, you're looking within. You're not letting what's going on around you blind you to this decision. You're using fair judgment, rational thought. Okay, and so I think this is funny. So see right here, there's a 2. It's not really a 2. And this looks like a 4. It's not really a 4. But this is, could be 24 hours, 24 days, probably not longer than that. Or it could be 2 to 4 days, or 2 to 8 days. Yeah, I'm getting definitely 4 is important here. So I don't know if that number means something to you, but I'm getting a lot of 4 imagery and 2 also. So maybe something in February or March or the 24th. So let's see. Let's get some clarification on this though. The Emperor. Okay, so this also, we have Judgment here and an Emperor. So somebody in authority could be making a decision about that. So let me clarify who this Emperor is. And is this Emperor in relation to this Judgment? Also, we have 2 4s, which mean family or foundational. So let's see. I need some clarity here because I'm not really getting exactly what this has to do with. The only one looking up is the Emperor. Everybody else is looking down. So there's a lot of contemplation going on here. So what does this have to do with the Emperor and Judgment? Is the Emperor the person making judgment about this? Maybe this is a boss or a principal or a dean or a manager. They are, let's see. Okay. I need some clarity. I'm not really sure what the situation is. Okay. Oh, Well, okay, so the tower just happened to be upright in this deck. And I've shuffled it, so that's pretty weird. So this tower, okay. So is this leading to a tower? Let's see. The Princess of Wands. So that would be like the Page of Wands. So there seems to be see, she's got a drum, and this wand looks like, she almost looks like Lady Liberty here, having to be strong and fierce here in the face of this tower. So she's like very similar here to the Emperor. She's got one hand here on this torch and one on a drum, and he has one in the scepter and another with this religious symbol. I'm getting maybe that this has to do with the difference, choosing between a more esoteric or alternative religion versus the normal religious practices, the traditional religious practices. And you're kind of in contemplation, in inner contemplation, and with your thoughts on which way you want to move forward and which future you want to deal with the judgment for. Are you going to do a traditional judgment, or more of a spiritual, animalistic, not like savage or anything like that, but animalistic in the fact that it is a more instinctual religious practice? But this decision could lead you to a tower. Like, it will lead you to a tower. Either way you go, it's going to lead you to a tower. And towers aren't bad. Remember, change is not bad. Change, it means growth. Change equals manifestation. You cannot manifest without change. So this tower just came up face up in this deck. So that is saying that this is going to happen no matter which way you go. Which tower do you want? Do you want a tower? Think about it. Really go within. Are you going with a traditional here? Like, see, we have the 4 and the 4. Are you going with the traditional here? Or are you going with the 4 here, where you're more introspective, where you're going and following your own instincts? Because I get that this is the choice, a judgment between your instinctual drive and the traditional beliefs that you've grown up with, that you have lived with your whole life. It doesn't matter if you're 92 or 22. So, and then we got the 7 of Wands. You're feeling very defensive about this. I mean, that's if you're facing a tower that's going to result in judgment, of course you're going to be feeling defensive. But I don't even get that this guy is feeling so defensive, because he looks kind of amused. He's kind of like, oh, okay, I don't need to defend myself anymore. Once you've made this decision, I don't think you'll feel as defensive as you once did. So it's just about making the decision. Yes. Okay, clarify if this, with the 7 of Wands, I see that this is a decision that you've probably been sitting on for a while, and it's something that the universe is telling you, it's time to make a decision. So, here's the Sun, and then here's the Judgment. So this has been brought to your attention, and it's now time to come out of this internal contemplation. You don't need to be there anymore in self-imposed, like solitude, because the Sun is coming. After you fall into this water, you're pretty cold and startled, but the Sun's there to light the way. So it's telling, this energy for me is, what I'm hearing is it's time to make a decision. I get that you have been kind of up in your head, and, but it's time. And, you know, this, yeah. Like, because you want this. You want this beautiful relationship and flow in your personal life as well as your spiritual practice. But you're kind of sitting in this place where you're like, well, but you know, if I make this judgment, that's going to lead to a tower. See, I've already seen it happen. But you're going to have the tower either way. You can either look at these cups or you can look at these. It really is about your perspective. It is really about the way you see this. And the Sun is saying, and the Two of Cups is saying, because see, they're sitting on the lotus, but it also looks like the Sun right there. And flow and balance. That you can have balance, but you have to be true to yourself. You have to be able to stand in the light with your decision. And you can, if you stay in self-imposed prison of your own thoughts and feelings, instead of really looking at them as a way to make yourself wiser, you will stay in this kind of defensive stance. And it's going to be a tower either way. Like, the only way to change and grow is to let things fall. Let those towers fall. Let them fall, let them fall, let them fall. It's really okay. So let's get some clarification with the Urban Crow deck. Oh, okay. Anticipation. Okay, so you were really anticipating this, though, because you are seeing that if you move in this direction, that there's a lot to be gained here. This is the path that you've been wanting to take. This is the way you want your life to be. And you just really need to, you know, your spirit guides and the divine are waiting for you to make this, you know what? Dive out of the tower. You know, if you do this yourself, it's going to be a lot smoother. You can actually choose to dive in off that tower and get started on where you are. Yeah. Oh, and I just noticed this right here with this eye. There's a bird carrying this little branch, and then you have, you know, then you have this branch is actually a wand, and it's what you're using to cut through the crap. So, you know, this bird's like, no, I've got my eye on you. You are having an awakening. It's okay. It doesn't have to be painful. Don't focus on that, the spilled cups, but focus on the ones that are filled up. Because you have 2 cups, and look at these 2 cups. They're beautiful. They're making love. They're making a yin yang. They are extremely balanced and divine. You know, and that's what else could you want? Okay, we got 2. Resistance and distraction. So I think you're probably using a lot of stuff to distract yourself and get distance from making this decision, because once you make this decision, you know that your life is never going to be the same. And that to you is scary, but it doesn't need to be. I mean, this is really good. This is really good energy. Trickery. We get a lot of this. Okay, so some people in your life realize that when you make this decision, it's going to utterly and completely change who you are. And they don't want that. I mean, I keep getting this energy from different decks, on different days, at different times of the day. It doesn't seem to matter. This keeps coming up over and over and over again. Distraction, trickery. There is someone in your life that is literally causing resistance and towers in your life. And I just keep getting this over and over, and it's kind of, I really don't like this person's energy. I'm sorry, I'm trying to be positive and stuff, but it's like, get out. Like, I can feel this person's energy not wanting you. I mean, really, honestly, I've learned this myself from watching tarot and doing tarot readings and stuff. People know the answers. And then they're watching tarot over and over and over again, or getting readings over and over again to try to get a different answer when they know. Yeah, they have the insight. They have the insight. They know. You know. You know. You have spent all this time knowing. Look, the bird is doing the same thing. The crow is doing the same thing in this, that this man is doing, that this person is doing. You know, you have the insight. But I see that you're really resisting making that decision because it is a permanent decision. So, yeah, lots of 4s, lots of 8s, lots of 2s, a lot of sequential numbers, a lot of pairing. And so this is changing your pairing, your grouping in life, but you're waterproof. Yeah, that's the whole thing. It's like, even if you have to dive into this water to get that little crab, that little shrimpy, you're waterproof. You could fall in there. You could stand in the onslaught. Oh, and this is, yeah. So you're so worried about falling, jumping in this water from this tower and just getting this tower over with. Just get it over with. You jump in. You're waterproof. It doesn't matter how deep this water is. It doesn't matter what else is going on. There's rain here. There's water in the sea. It's choppy. You are waterproof. You can make this decision. You can comfortably and completely make this decision. Because, see, this is number 5, trickery. They're trying to change your fate, your judgment. You're already being, the divine has already made their judgment. These people are trying to tell you, no, don't jump in, don't jump in. Jump in, take control. Take control. Take control, take those cups, and create a beautiful union. Even if it's just with yourself, that's great. Quit looking back at that other stuff. That's what they want you to do. That's the trickery they're using. They're trying to create resistance. But there is no resistance because you're waterproof. Yeah. Nope. And get some distance from this person. If you can't, I'm not telling you, and I don't suggest with this person, that you just cut them off. I suggest that you use gray rocking, or gray, I think it's gray rock, or something that is going to distance yourself, but you're still not going to appear like you're rejecting this person. Because I don't get that this person's the greatest person to reject. And nature. It's also 5. So you could change your perspective by, maybe you're spending too much time inside. So you need to get a different perspective to make this change. You need to go out into nature and really focus on yourself. Just go out there and really, even if it's just for a short walk, or to just sit in a park or on the beach or anywhere, around some plants, but really connecting to nature, and then making sure that, because since you are getting all this resistance, getting away from that stuff in nature, and you would get away from this resistance, and it would provide a very good change for you. I think that you'll discover that you'll make contact with your divine manifestation. See, there's a butterfly right there. It's very hard to see, and that's part of that. It's hiding here because behind these spilled cups is the new you. So let's see, protection. And you are divinely protected. Divinely protected. You don't have anything to worry about. What you're being told is just, honestly, a deception to keep you stuck. But you're waterproof against all this trickery. You can't be distracted. And this resistance is going to have no hold on you because you're protected by Mother Nature. That's wonderful. It's really hard to deal with this energy. It's really hard to deal with people who are very stuck and not ready to move on in their path, and you are moving on in your path. And you can feel a sense of remorse and sadness because you know that you'll never be in the same place with this person again, or these people, or this family, this group, who you may have been with your whole life. They may be even a spouse or your children or other, you know, mothers, fathers, sisters, brothers, whomever it is, your own children. You may be realizing that you're not in line with these people anymore. But there is a community out here for you. You are very loved, and you are very appreciated, and you are very welcome here. And I hope that you enjoyed this reading. If it resonated, please like, subscribe, and comment. And if it didn't, please tune back in, and maybe I'll be reading your story next time. Well, I hope you have a great evening, night. I just said the same thing. Morning, weekend, weekday, whenever you see this, it was meant for you. And again, I'll see you later. Bye. Love you guys so much. Bye.